This is the video for 8th grade SBAC Review Quizzes Part 2, numbers 6 through 11. For number 6, we need to solve the system, and I'm going to use the substitution method. If y equals 2x plus 1, then I can substitute it into the second equation for y. So here we have y equals 4x minus 1. Well, if y equals 2x plus 1, I can plug it into that equation. And now we're going to solve for x. Subtract 2x from both sides, get a 0 pair, and I'm subtracting it to the right side because I have more x's on the greater value of x's on the right side than the left side. 4x minus 2x equals 2x. Now I'm going to add 1 to both sides. Inverse property of subtraction is addition. 0 pair. 1 plus 1 is 2. Now I have 2 equals 2x. Inverse property of multiplication is division. So we divide both sides by 2. Created a big 1. What you do to one side, you do to the other. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. X equals 1. Now that I found the value for x, I'm going to substitute it back into either equation in the system to find the value for y. So I'm going to substitute x with 1 into this bottom equation. So 4 multiplied by 1 is 4, minus 1 is 3. So the solution to this system is 1, 3. Now, when you finish, make sure that it works for both equations, because just because it works for one doesn't mean it's going to work for both. So for the top one, 2 multiplied by 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. So that does work for both equations. For number 7, I need to solve the system of equations. For this one, it makes sense to use the elimination method. If I wanted to use the substitution method, substituting what y equals, I could get y by itself and bring all the other terms to the other side, so y is by itself, and then substitute it. But for this one, elimination seems easier. So to solve by elimination, I'm going to multiply each term in the second equation by -1. And the reason why I'm multiplying by -1, because when I distribute this -1 to each term, -1 multiplied by x is -x. -1 multiplied by -y is positive y. And -1 multiplied by 10 is -10. And you can see that I have a -y and a positive y. And what I can do is I can add these two equations together. 2x minus x is x. -y plus y is 0. 17 and -10 is 7. And I've eliminated the y variable. So now I can solve for x, and x equals 7. So now that I know what x equals, I can plug it into either of the equations in the system. But to me, it seems easier to plug it into the second equation. So instead of x, I'm going to have 7. So 7 minus y equals 10. Add y to both sides, 0 pair. Now I have 7 equals 10 plus y. Subtract 10y from both sides, 0 pair. 7 minus 10 is -3. So y equals -3. And now I have the solution to this system, 7, -3. For number 8, what is the solution to the system? When you graph a system, the point of intersection is the solution. So 6 on the x, 8 on the y. For number 9, parallel lines never intersect because they have the same slope. If they have the same slope, this has a slope of 2 over 1, and this one has a slope of 2 over 1. It will go like that forever. So parallel lines will never intersect when they have the same slope. For number 10, we need to solve. So first, I'm going to combine like terms on each side of the equation. So on the left side, we have 2x and 5x. On the right side, we have 2 and negative 1. So 2x plus 5x equals 7x. 2 minus 1 equals 1. Now we're going to move the variable to one side. So I'm going to subtract 7x from both sides, and I get a 0 pair and a 0 pair. And I'm left with 4 equals 1. Well, that's not a true statement, so it's false. So there's no solution. For number 11, I need to solve the equation. First, I'm going to solve by distributing the terms on the right. So 3 multiplied by x is 3x. 3 multiplied by 5 is positive 15. Now you can see I have 3x plus 15 equals 3x plus 15. Well, the left side equals the right side. So if you didn't see that, let's go ahead and simplify the rest of the equation. So I'm going to subtract 15 from both sides. 0 pair, 0 pair. And I'm left with 3x equals 3x. Divide both sides by 3. Inverse property of multiplication is division. Created a big 1 and a big 1. And I get x equals x. So it doesn't matter what value I put in for x. If x is 1,000,000, 1,000,000 equals 1,000,000. If x is -7, -7 equals -7. So when you get a true statement where the left side equals the right side, it's the same terms on each side, then it's infinite solutions.